This nice lady has a condition called Dupuytren's contracture where you can see right here, this palmar fascia, see how that bows up? You have that contraction and it causes that finger to draw down into inflection or into flexion. So we're going to do a procedure called a needle aponeurotomy. I've marked out here different areas we're going to inject lidocaine. Then we're going to use an 18 gauge needle to break up that scar tissue right underneath the skin. This is called the needle aponeurotomy procedure for Dupuytren's contracture. I've mapped out a few different areas of the contracture. Here it's involving her little pinky finger. That contracture is in the palmar fascia. It's actually between the skin and the tendon. So I'm going to use an 18 gauge needle and I kind of just scrape. I've already given her local anesthetic in these different aliquots. So I just go underneath the skin here very superficially and I usually will anchor down and I scrape back and forth, and I can actually feel a little bit of that scraping. And you can even hear a little bit. Now I'm going to move way down and I'm going to do the same thing and go back and forth. I'm kind of covering with my fingers, so I apologize. But you can see I'm trying to come in, not go too deep. Now, can you gently wiggle your finger for me? Good, so I know I'm not in her tendon. That's perfect. Okay, you can relax. So what I do is I repeat that. I'm going to come down in all of these different areas, back and forth to break up that scar tissue. When I'm finished, then I'm going to actually do some manipulation of the procedure. So I just finished some of the needle aponeurotomy procedure, these number of different spots. Now notice, I really now will stretch. It usually affects this joint called the MCP, so I'm really stretching her extension. You doing okay with that?
I'm just fine.
That's not too painful, good. She's pretty tough as nails too. She's a lot stronger than I am. But notice, if we look at different views, she'd had a flexion contracture here of around 40 degrees. Now I can get her totally straight after that procedure. We're going to continue to help with that manipulation and put her in a little bit of an extension splint to try to limit some of that flexion as well. So she did great.